Hi everyone, my name is Hannah and my card game is called No Joke. How to play. First, players need to determine a turn order, which you can do however you please. Make sure you stick with that choice for the duration of the game. Next, players need to individually decide on if they want to use even numbers or odd numbers for dice rolls. You can change this every game, but not every round. Players need to state their decision at the beginning of the game before anyone rolls the dice. Once all of that is out of the way, player 1 can start the turn sequence by rolling the dice. Player 1 needs to pick up the same number of cards as the odd or even dice roll. For example, if player 1 chose to be even, and the dice rolls 3, 6, and 2, where 2 of those 3 numbers on the dice are even, so player 1 gets to pick up 2 cards. The next part of the turn sequence is based upon joker cards, so if you did not pick up any joker cards, you can skip this step and keep the cards from that round. If player 1 draws only 1 joker card, then player 1 has to give 3 cards to the lowest HP, or health points, player. But if player 1 picks up 2 joker cards, then all the cards player 1 picks up that turn have to go back in the deck. Then the deck gets reshuffled and player 2's turn begins. You'll want to repeat this turn sequence until there are only 2 joker cards left in the main deck. Then you can tally up all of your cards and the player with the most HP at the end wins. Now for some more specific rules. These will likely make more sense after a practice round, so feel free to come back to this explanation later. First, players need to stick with their initial even or odd decision for the duration of the game. Remember, you can change your choice every game, but not every round. For this game, you will count 0 as even for dice rolls if you have to use a dice with 0. Next, the cards are assigned point values from 1 to 13, so you can use those values at the end to add up your HP, which I also listed on screen. The cards in your possession represent your HP, and suits do not affect the final card value. Additionally, all cards should be easily visible to everyone. That means no hiding joker cards or being sneaky. The deck only needs to be reshuffled when joker cards need to be put back in. Now for special cases. Let's say you have less than 3 cards when you pull 1 joker card. You can give whatever cards you have left to the lowest HP player and proceed like normal in 2-player situations. Always give it to your opponent. Another case may be that you pull 2 joker cards, or 2 jokers and 1 extra card from a good dice roll. In both circumstances, you get nothing from that turn and you can reshuffle the deck. Now it's time for the game. For this game, I will be player 1 and I choose even dice rolls. To showcase the full potential of the game, we can make player 2 have odd dice rolls. We have 3 dice, a d6, a d8, and a d20, and the deck is off to the right. For this game, I will start. I begin by rolling the dice, and 2 of the dice produced even numbers, so I get to grab 2 cards. This game is not affected by suits, so I replaced 2 suits because I could not find the original 2. Since I did not pull any joker cards, we can move on to player 2's turn. Player 2 rolls the dice and gets 3 odds, so player 2 gets 3 cards. None of them are jokers, so we can move on. However, I wanted to point out that you can use the special cards, such as ace in this case, either as ace or as 1, but I find it easier to just keep it as ace until the end of the game. My turn, I roll the dice, I get 2 even numbers, therefore I pull 2 cards. Oh no, a joker card! This means I have to give my opponent 3 of my cards, and in this case, the 2 of hearts that I just pulled does count as part of my deck, so I unfortunately have all 3 cards to give away. Although, if you can, it is a great strategy to give away your lowest value cards to ensure that your opponent's HP stays as low as possible. This step shows me giving my cards away to player 2 and putting the joker back in the deck to be reshuffled. Once the deck is reshuffled well, you can continue. Now the deck is reshuffled and player 2 has my cards. Even though I have no cards, I can keep playing. In this game, no one can get eliminated, so all players are always participating. Player 2's turn. Player 2 rolls the dice, has 3 odd numbers, so they get 3 cards. Since player 2 pulls 2 jokers and a queen, player 2 receives no cards this round and must reshuffle the deck to put the jokers back in. Now that you get the gist of the game, I will cut straight to my turn. I begin by rolling the dice. I get 2 even numbers, so I get 2 cards. Thankfully, neither are jokers, and I get to keep the cards. For the sake of time, let's say that was the last turn because the deck has been reduced down to just the 2 jokers. I can add up the numerical values of the cards in my possession. Player 2 can do the same, and determine my final amount of HP. I finished the game with 9 HP, and player 2 finished with 30 HP, so player 2 wins. In normal games, the point values can get into the triple digits, but when playing with 2 players, it can sometimes be really obvious who wins without even adding up the point values. Remember, suits don't matter. Be sure to give No Joke a try. Thank you.